in D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Austin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Commanders 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, they'll throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Touchdown, Washington! A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Hurts throw brought in by Austin. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here is 3rd down and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Man open left side is Brown. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift from 21 yards away. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Commanders 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They fight forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for a 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Calvin Austin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now they'll shift things around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Austin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
It got his man complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. The 20. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
On the ready.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they can't bring him down. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll look to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Hurts. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Take it at the 37. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. Touchdown, Eagles! Calvin Austin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from going up by 40. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really... that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Second down, here's Hurts. Off the shuffle pass, and it's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Eagles.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
No touch that. Hey. No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 26 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fancy footwork at the 45. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking for Austin, intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
It's a foot race. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The first down pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime,
and this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game.